Howdy, y'all. This is Market Explainer, America's #1 business news podcast.
So we'll move on. Go ahead and move on to our next story, which I'm gonna have to play the what I would normally say the Danny version of the story. So
this story is the non-story of stories.
No, not when you hear my take on it. So go ahead.
Okay. The big man wanted the story, so I permitted it. Okay.
Yes.
We're like he always refers to like our relationship. Well, it's kind of like a marriage. Like a 1950s marriage where I'm allowing this. I'm letting you cut your hair. Okay.
Hey, go ahead. What's our ad before we have this story?
Of course. Big Man Gear is that guy's idea of a merch brand. So it's a humorous, fun, easygoing take on some of a Gen Xer's perspective on funny things. I love this man with all my heart, but we have very different ideas of what is funny.
Hey, I saw my first Big Man Gear shirt out in the wild this week. So
did you
know
really?
what? I did.
Mazel
I sure
tov.
100% did. It happens to be a neighbor 2 doors down, but hey, I don't care. It was out in the wild. I didn't know he had it. It was my new Big Man Gear that I just put up last week.
Nice.
Yeah.
So go to bigmangear.com. That'll take you to the Amazon Prime store. It's all packaged and shipped by Amazon Prime. Makes your life super easy. They already have all of your data, all of your likes, dislikes, facial recognition software. They know your voice print, your fingerprints, know your blood type. They know everything about you. So go to Amazon.
I did offer to buy it from him immediately because with him buying the T-shirt meant that I had to stay in there and listen to his ideas on more T-shirts. So I kind of immediately regretted my decision. But yeah, no, it was awesome. Awesome.
All right. So that's bigmangear.com. So the story is obviously the Assemble protocol. It was listed on CoinBase Pro.
Yes.
It's an ERC20 token or an Ethereum token. It might be an easier way to understand it.
It's an Ethereum token. It's the best, is what most people are going to understand.
Yes. So again, it got listed on Coinbase Pro. And it goes up 217% in a day. By the way, just throwing this out there, the TMTG SPAC went up like 400 or 500% in a day.
Okay.
So 217 in a day is nice. It's a good day for those people who are holding the token. Token's trading around 7 cents right now.
Right. And
that is the end of the story as far as I understand it. The big man, take it away.
That is the end of the story, really is the story. But here's my thing. You and I have talked about stocks over the weeks doing the show. We've talked about, uplisting to NASDAQ. We've talked about SPACs. We've talked about, that
direct
kind of stuff.
Listings.
Right. We talked about all of this stuff. Right.
Yeah.
Here's my when I say my take on this is this is a relatively unknown cryptocurrency, right?
Yeah,
like
and
nobody knew this existed.
And I, as someone who is, a dabbler, I didn't know what this was. So.
Okay, so this is my point entirely, my take on this story, which is I'm going to go ahead and wave the red flag on this as is popular this week. Red flag, red flag, red flag, red flag. Yeah. You have a relatively unknown cryptocurrency that gets listed on the largest cryptocurrency exchange in the United States of America, and it triples in value overnight.
Yeah.
Does that not seem like some Wolf of Wall Street pink stock stuff back in the day, right off the movie, where you take a pink stock that nobody knows, that's 2 guys out of a garage,
right?
You put it out there, give access to millions of people that are being called on the phone telling them it's the next Amazon,
right,
and then it shoots up in value because of the, you know what I mean? Because of, and the people that are selling it to you are the ones selling.
Yeah.
Right.
So, who are you saying is the one pushing the Wolf of Wall Street style deal?
I think Coinbase. My fear is that Coinbase, because Coinbase has 2 products. They have their free version and their pro version. If you look at that, their free version has access, according to their website as of today, you have on their free version access to 107 cryptocurrencies, including the big ones, your Bitcoin, your Litecoin, that kind of stuff. And then they have the pro version, which is a paid version. You get lower fees fees on it, but you have access to what it says, again, according to its website, 250 plus and growing.
Yeah.
How, as Coinbase, as a company, let's just say, absolute power corrupts absolutely. I believe that, right?
Yeah.
You have access to the largest exchange of cryptocurrencies. How do you not abuse that in some way by going, here's Joe Bob cryptocurrency, let's add it to Coinbase because we know that's automatically going to get a pop. We know that's automatically going to grow.
Here's the thing. Your theory here isn't wrong. I just don't think that Coinbase cares that much about making 217% because they can do better with other ones.
No, but their part is the fees. They could give a crap.
Yeah.
It's not about that it went up 300%. It's about the number of transactions. That's my point. That's the whole Wolf of Wall Street thing. Now, Wolf of Wall Street was making it on both ends. They were making a portion of the growth and selling it, right? Which was the illegal part, right? They own the companies that they were selling, right? But in this case, how do you know not the same thing? How do you know, you and I, again, Wolf of Wall Street, how do you know that Coinbase isn't out there buying up a big chunk of this cryptocurrency and then turning around and selling it as the
You're right. I guess I don't know that. And I guess I don't know that, when a company is that big as Coinbase, they're not, every decision isn't running from the top. So there's no reason to think that maybe some littler guy who's like, hey, there's a reason to look at the white paper on this coin and on this token, rather, look at the white paper on this token and says, hey, we should list this on Pro. So that's where I'm saying, Well,
but NASDAQ, all of these, the big boards, right? NASDAQ, New York Stock Exchange, have all these hurdles to make sure that you are a legit company that has a legit product that should be on these. How did Coinbase come about deciding that's nobody?
So here's the thing, big man. In the entire crypto industry, I would say 90% of the projects you're going to see out there are grifts of this nature. They're pump and dumpers.
But that's my entire point. Coinbase is big enough.
Right. That they should have weeded out this as a pump and dumper. If it is,
I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying
of course, we don't
that
know
a
that
cryptocurrency that no one that I know has ever heard of, that I can't find a single reason. I can't find. Look, I'd spend my days and nights about head deep in business stuff. That I can't find a single. I cannot find a single. And this is how I kind of came up with this theory, right? This Wolf of Wall Street type of theory is I can't find a single article out there that shows why this company should be on Coinbase. Why this cryptocurrency was chosen over any other number that are out there. There was that whole thing about a year ago, or maybe it was a year and a half ago, where Warren Buffett says, here's my cryptocurrency portfolio, and it's like a stack about this wide of papers where he had bought like millions of cryptocurrencies of these ones that were fractions of pennies or whatever, and he's like, if one of these takes off or whatever. I mean, there are so many out there. Yeah, Coinbase has this access of people. They're fish in a barrel. Same thing we were talking about on the first story. If you have a Coinbase wallet, you are a fish in a barrel for cryptocurrencies. We know that's what you're here for. So if I grab one that it's of no value and push it out to you, how many people of the millions of people that have Coinbase wallets are going to throw some money into it, and then transaction fees and and again, cryptocurrency being heavily unregulated, nobody's watching where any of this money's going. Well, nobody's watching.
Unregulated is a weird phrase because it's just unregulated, right?
Well, yes, you are correct. I did use heavily in front of a word that didn't need it. So, but maybe
look at me being a dick.
Yeah, exactly. So yes, using grammar.
Listen, okay. Hey, listen. This story starts the story ends the way it starts, as being a non-story to me anyway.
Right. No, I think this story to me was just an opportunity to talk about one of the ways that I think, again.
Yes. And that the broader story here is, hey, guess what? When it comes to the crypto and DeFi industry, there's some skeevy people out there. Just like literally every other industry that's ever existed since the beginning of time.
That's funny because the difference between Danny and I is glaring in this. Danny just goes, you should accept the fact that there's a bunch of skeevy people out there. Where I sit in the fact that, hey, maybe we can prevent some of these skeevy people doing skeevy things. Right?
No. This is how you prevent skeevy people from harming people. You let them harm 2 or 3 people, and the rest of us go skee ball,
sleeve ball. He's
fake.
Yeah,
fake news. You're fake news.
You're fake news.
Yeah, because otherwise we erect a system in which the skeevy people develop regulations, and other skeevy people come along and they go, "Hey, let's skeeve out everybody else," and then. Yeah, and then we end up with Trump social media truth social.
See, I started out with the conspiracy theory that led to Danny getting his own out there. I like it. I like it.
The horseshoe. All right.